Popcorn. Mm. 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 Ah. Oh. Oh. Ah. Whew. Mm. Mm. Popcorn.
That is a great intro. That is a great intro. We're back, everyone. I'm Steven. Luis below me right now, developers on the live team here at Sony San Diego studio. Luis, good to see you again, man.
Yeah, good to see you. We're streaming live here from a safe distance, we promise. And it feels really good to be back, and we hope you're doing well.
Yeah, Ramon and the rest of the crew back at SDS says hello to the community of the chat, everyone. A lot's changed since the last time we saw you right before we launched the game. Really, the world in general has changed.
And certainly our hair, I don't know if you've gotten a haircut. I haven't. But it's felt different without a baseball season, and we're really excited for what's to come.
Yeah, I think the one constant this year, Luis, has been what the live team has meant to MLB The Show 20. No baseball season, right? But yet, week after week, we've got fresh content. Today, we're talking about the 5th inning program. We'll even a little later on have the Team Affinity Stage 3. And there's one big surprise, right, Luis?
Oh yeah, we've got a new hidden legend coming right at you in the 5th inning. It's a big one.
And of course, this is a push the button stream. A lot of our fans know what that means. As soon as we're off the air here with the stream, the content is going to go live. We're going to hit the button, and we're going to start talking about what's coming, really. First off, Twitch drops are active right now. Control Room Colin, not pictured right now, but he's helping manage the stream. And he's told us to let you know, if you go to your account on theshownation.com and make sure your Twitch and your PSN accounts are linked, you're going to get some great Twitch packs, those little purple packs in your account in Diamond Dynasty on MLB The Show 20, right? So before we jump into the reveals, there was some big news this week. Baseball is returning. It's going to be back. What does that mean in MLB The Show, Luis? Oh, we might have lost Luis.
We might have lost Luis.
So, all right. I'll keep going. That's no problem. So basically, a big component when it comes to live content every year is the roster updates. And of course, Inside Edge, our partners over there, are constantly updating those daily matchups with the Inside Edge, whether you're facing a pitcher or a hitter that you are in favor, or maybe you're going to get a negative rating of. It depends based on the matchup. We're talking about Inside Edge ratings, Luis. Looks like you're back with us.
Yeah, and so about roster updates, what's really exciting is as the season goes along and breakout stars start to emerge, you get to see new diamonds, new players become diamonds, and we're pretty excited for who those players are going to be this year.
All right, so let's get into it. 5th inning program, a little bit of Team Affinity. We're going to start, though, in the show shop like we always do. Set 31 headliner. Let's take a look at who that's going to be coming out in a matter of minutes.
We got future star Dylan Carlson of the St. Louis Cardinals, 97 overall future star. You saw him earlier in the year in the collection for prospects as a prospect. Now you're seeing the future star version of him. So who is he? First round pick of the Cardinals in 2016, last year's Texas League Player of the Year. switch hitting 5-tool outfielder, can play a little bit of center field. And yeah, it's as you can see from those attributes, future is looking pretty bright for the Cardinals with Nolan Gorman and Carlson there in the middle.
It's been a great time kind of introducing these future stars and prospects to everyone. We got the minor league rosters in MLB The Show for the first time, and we really wanted to showcase them. I know a few streamers out there love this switch hitter in Battle Royale, so I'll be interested to see what they think of a 97 overall version of Carlson. That'll be fun. But let's talk about the fifth inning program. That's the big reveal today. We got 3 bosses that we're going to talk about. When we think of these innings, we're in the 5th inning now, Luis, and programs. If people are just joining us, what do they need to know about a program and what in the game? All right. Luis, you back with us there?
He is, but he's not. Steven, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to take this one. All right. So 5th inning program basically is a bunch of challenges, missions, moments, conquests, collections, and then you earn rewards. We reward you just for playing the game. That's the way the innings work. So Colin, why don't we jump into the 5th inning, take a look at what this is. On the left, you're going to see Showdown, one of the new features in MLB The Show, where we put you in moments. You got to face mini bosses, the Showdown bosses. It's a lot of fun. It's also going to be one of the best places to play with our new bosses today. Missions, you got online, you got offline, and conquests. Colin, we can take a look at the conquest map. I know there's been some debate in the studio with our team about what is the conquest map and what does it kind of look like. I'm seeing 2 islands connected by a bridge. Luis, if you're back, what do you kind of see here?
He was with us for a second, so
I know. All right, we're gonna keep trying. That's all right. He thinks there's a muffler here or something. Anyways, it's Conquest map. What I can tell you about the Conquest map, though, Dylan, shout out to you, and Travis on our team. He said 16 packs in total. 16. 14 of them are hidden within the map. Not bad. Not bad at all. So let's take a look at what other rewards can you get? So you play Conquest. You're just playing single player. You're playing online. What other kind of rewards can you get? Can we take a look at the henchman there? And there it is at 150 program stars. Luis, Jose Alvarado, the first one.
Yeah, and you can be sure that he's going to have that outlier quirk, which basically means that a pitcher breaks the velocity scale on either his primary or his secondary pitch. And so we've got an Alvarado with a 2-seamer outlier. And then, of course, you've got 2 legends that you haven't seen this year in Cliff Floyd, one of your favorites, Steven, and Bill Mazeroski. With Bill Mazeroski famous for that home run in Game 7 of the 1960 World Series, one of the only walk-offs in World Series history.
I have a feeling you're going to play that moment too, one of the best moments, maybe in the Showdown. So Alvarado, good reliever. You got a good outfielder and an infielder. Good mix here. Nice appetizers, as we like to say, right, to the main rewards. Normally, we have the henchmen, these guys right here, and then we have the bosses dropping with the program. And as the year goes on, we drop player programs. And today, we're going to drop a player program in addition to everything else you're seeing here within the 5th inning. Let's take a look who that reward and who that player program is based off. And it's a power hitter, right, Luis?
Oh, yeah, this is prime Mark Reynolds. And so from his time with the Arizona Diamondbacks, 90 overall with that 100-plus power from both sides. And so what I wanted to say was that, these player programs, we had Curtis Granderson in here earlier as a player program, and, he recently retired. Same thing with Mark Reynolds. So this is a space where we want to celebrate, players whose careers might be coming to an end soon.
For sure. And the double 100 power, 103, 108, righty lefty there. He's a right-handed hitter, which means you can use him in the Moonshot Southpaw event happening right now where you got to face those bronze pitchers. I like my chance with Reynolds, even if the defense quite isn't there. I'll take double 100 power. That'll be good. That'll play well. So let's talk about the bosses. Let's talk about these programs. We talk about past programs. We know we've been ramping up to the 99 overall bosses, which we're about to reveal. How does this stack up in your mind, Luis?
Well, we've had some pretty stacked programs, some pretty stacked trios last year. The Ricky Henderson, Alomar and Verlander one comes to mind. Maybe the Griffey, Piazza, and Jackie. I don't know. This one has a chance to be the GOAT, honestly. Should we take a look?
Let's do it. And there he is, your first boss, Big Papi Silver Slugger, David Ortiz of the Red Sox.
Starting off with some fire there with that 124 power versus righties. Big Papi had some power. One of the best clutch hitters of all time. Won 3 World Series with the Red Sox. And maybe the best DH of all time, although, Edgar Martinez fans might have something to say about that. Of course, David Ortiz is a lefty, though. So this is an awards card. Awards cards are new to this year. In this case, it's a Silver Slugger card from 2005. Big Papi had a 300 average with 47 home runs that year. And just talking a little bit about how we give out Silver Sluggers and Gold Glove cards. We usually give them out to players who have won the award multiple times. And Big Papi is no exception. He won, even though this is only a 1-year card, he won 7 Silver Sluggers in his career. So he embodies that award.
And if you're wondering how Ortiz stacks up against some of the other first basemen you can put on your Diamond Dynasty team, we're going to have something for you in a little bit. But let's take a look at the second boss coming out in a matter of minutes in the 5th inning program.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. Swung on and missed. And he strikes him out as well. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Wow, the Sandman has entered the building. Signature Mariano Rivera, closer of the Yankees.
And ever since we revealed the game earlier this year, we showed that little cut scene with Rivera facing Ortiz. These guys were always destined to be together in an inning program as bosses. There's too many things to talk about with Rivera. Obviously, the best closer of all time. Some of the highlights are that he's the career leader in saves, lowest career ERA, unanimously voted into the Hall of Fame. But I want to note that penmanship on his card. Look at that. That is one nice signature, nice autograph right there, not a squiggle or anything. So, Rivera, obviously known for his cutter, maybe the best pitch of all time, the most dominant pitch of all time, coming at you at 96 miles an hour, as you can see there in the top right. Max control, max break. Wasn't his only pitch. He mixed in a sinker and a slider from time to time. He had a really dominant four-seamer early on in his career. But let's remind people, this is, like you said, this is a signature series card. And signature series cards are based on a player's entire career, unlike the awards card from Big Papi. So that's where that changeup that you see there as his 5th pitch comes in. Rivera, as many relievers, started his career as a starter, and his repertoire was fastball, slider, changeup back when he was a starter. So it's obviously not going to be of the quality of the cutter, four-seamer, and sinker, but it can be a weapon.
I had to get some intel from the studio guys. You may remember who won our developer tournament, Rory McCann. So Rory was telling me, with the control that Rivera brings to the table here, you're looking at the best pitcher in Diamond Dynasty right now. That's what he said. I mean, there you go. Our developer tournament champion. He's crowning him.
Yeah. I mean, doing justice to what Rivera means to the sport in real life.
Now, Luis, we talked about David Ortiz and Rivera were in the trailer. So we've known about these two legends, and we promised a brand new legend to reveal. Let's do it. Larry Walker, Hall of Fame class of 2020. There's Mr. Walker in his signature series, Rockies uniform. Luis, talk to me about Larry Walker.
Well, first of all, did you like that misdirection with the Oracle Park close-up? Yeah, trickster. Dan's a trickster. So Larry Walker, like you said, recently inducted into the Hall of Fame, came down to the wire. His 10th year of eligibility. Only reason it lasted that long was because he played most of his career at Colorado, which is a hitter's paradise. His numbers are so insane that you just couldn't keep him out. And let's talk about it a little bit. Steven, what are the 5 tools in baseball?
Let me get my notes here, but it's hitting. That's number 1.
Right, hitting. Well, we've got you covered. 3 batting titles with a single season high of 379.
That's right. Power's number 2. That's the second tool.
Led the league in homers with 49 bombs. That one year in '97 when he won the MVP.
All right. Speed is the third tool.
Had 33 steals one year, 230 in his career.
Fielding.
7 Gold Gloves.
And then his arm. 5 tools.
Cannon arm with that 96 arm strength, had 8 seasons of double-digit assists from the outfield. So Larry Walker, we're talking about a true 5-tool player. We throw that term around, a little bit, but this guy is a true 5-tool player. And when you look at that 122 contact versus righties, that 110 power versus righties. You gotta look at guys like in DD. You gotta look at guys like Mantle and maybe Gary Sheffield to get to his tier. He's gonna be tough to beat when you add his fielding and speed in the mix as well.
For sure. And that card art, Christina, Jen, awesome job with it. And Lane tells me if you want to play with Larry Walker right away, go into Showdown. Go in the 5th inning Showdown that's going to drop today. You can draft Larry Walker, see what a swing's like, and play with this signature card in some of those first moments and those bosses in the Showdown. So that'll be a lot of fun for you to do and try them out. Decide which if you like Ortiz, Walker, or even Mariano too, who's going to be the Showdown boss. Mariano, big righty with the cutter. That's who you're going to face. So think about how you want to build that Showdown lineup and draft, okay? You mentioned Mantle. You mentioned Sheffield and Walker. Let's compare them. Let's do something a little fun here. So first, we're going to start with Larry Walker and Mickey Mantle. This is center fielder Mickey Mantle with a right field Larry Walker. You've got a switch hitting Mantle. He's the collect-all player, but look at how they stack up, Luis.
Yeah, so if you look at the check marks, you've got 5 on either side, so it's a pretty even battle. Mantle's got Walker beat in power, but contact versus righty, Larry Walker's got him there, and vision. And then you've got the fielding too with the arm. So Larry Walker, pretty comparable. Of course, Larry Walker's a lefty.
Mantle, right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mantle a little better, but this is to show you it's not as bad as you think. And remember, there may be another version of Walker coming. Let's take a look at the other comparison you made: Larry Walker, Gary Sheffield. Now, same position, right field.
Wow. Now that looks a little bit more unbalanced. Lefties, Gary Sheffield is king, and with that bat speed, he's got the vision. He's got him beat in vision as well. But fielding and contact, plus the fact that Larry Walker's a lefty, Larry Walker's tough to beat. Of course, you can keep Gary Sheffield in there at third base too, which is something that Larry Walker doesn't have. He doesn't have any infield secondaries.
That's a great point. So listen, Rory tells us Mariano, best pitcher right now, even though he's a closer in all of Diamond Dynasty. You can make a case Larry Walker belongs at the top, right?
That's right. And you were making the point of Rivera. It's easy to see with Rivera because there's only one 99 reliever in the game. You know, the next highest is a 97. So you know, it's he's in a class all by himself.
But we talked about David Ortiz as a boss. I mean, are we saying there's just no chance Ortiz is the pick here? When you get to you're going to get to choose one of these three bosses when you get to 300 program stars. They're going to be on the community market. So what's the comp out there for Ortiz, I guess, is the question here.
Well, there's a 99 first baseman out there, another lefty. Let's take a look. And, you know, I don't know how you can look past the 124 power versus righty from Big Papi, you know, and the 103 and then the higher vision. Like righties are just more prevalent in baseball. And so David Ortiz has you there. And fielding, as we all know, in first base doesn't matter all that much. So, you know, Big Papi, fan favorite, 124 power versus righties. You can't go wrong with that.
Unless you're a Yankees fan, maybe. I guess that would be the exception, right?
Hey, you know, I appreciate Big Papi too, and I love him.
All right, we got Rivera for you Yankee fans out there. Well, that's pretty crazy. So let's say you choose Ortiz, you choose Rivera, you choose Walker. There's still more you can do with them. What is that?
Sure. So once you get to these bosses, once you get to 300 stars, you pick one of them. Hey, maybe you pick another one up on the marketplace, or maybe all three. Well, then you can take them online and tally stats with them, and get them to their prestige version. Let's take a look at that video. Yeah. So this is. Go ahead, Steven.
Yeah, we're starting off with the 99 David Ortiz, the prestige version. And usually that means a bump to the hitting attributes. Talk to me about and take everyone through the process of how we upgrade everyone. Prestige is a new thing in MLB The Show 20. We didn't have that back in 19.
Right. So we wanted to give you a reason to go online and use these players and actually get a little bit of a boost with them. So once you prestige a guy, the base card gets +3 to every attribute except bunting and drag bunting if they were at the minimum. So the minimum for bunting and drag bunting are 35-25, so no boost there. No bunt cheeses with Big Papi, all right? And and then let's take a look at Rivera for pitchers. So pitchers, a little bit different, very similar, but a little bit different, +3 to every attribute except individual pitch velocities. And so there, we actually either add or subtract around the mile an hour to each pitch type, depending on what it is. Of course, a changeup and a curve, you want to go slower to differentiate speed more from the fastball, and then you want the fastballs to go a little bit faster.
So this is really a better Ortiz, a better Rivera, more power, or just better attributes, really.
Yeah, and I don't want to even look at Walker. What does he look like?
Let's just skip him then. Forget it then. No one wants to see Larry Walker prestige.
Look at that. Look at that beast. I mean, if he he's a Hall of Famer, you know, no knock on him, but if he would have stayed a little bit more healthy, like just imagine the numbers he would have put up too, you know, because he struggled through injuries through his career. He was just a beast.
You couldn't give him a little bit of a fizzy there for power. Just stops at 99, huh?
That's vision. That's vision.
Oh, that's vision. Okay. My vision's not so great, I guess.
Yeah, you know, maybe make that window a little bit bigger.
Yeah, we're trying to do this remote. It's kind of fun to do that, so we're keeping a safe distance, as Louis said at the top.
It's kind of fun, but it wasn't fun when I was dropping out, Stephen.
That's all right. We're rolling with it. Control Room Colin's got it. Speaking of him, Colin, talk to me about what else is coming. Team Affinity,
guys. So
Stage 3.
Yes, Team Affinity Stage 3. We're excited that Team Affinity Stage 3 is coming out very soon. All 30 teams getting a new player. and it's going to be pretty epic. Starting tomorrow, we're actually going to be revealing each division, the players in each division. So the AL East, AL Central, AL West, this is a schedule of where you can actually watch the players who are going to be revealed. So stay tuned. Twitch drops for the people watching on Twitch as well. So make sure you tune in on Twitch or any platform that you want. So we're really excited about this. The 30 players, though, I'm pretty sure, Steven, they are not rookies or minor leaguers. So we're talking
All right, stop right there. Stop right there.
legit craziness. So it's super excited. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, and then also we have some other hidden things that are going to be in there as well. So make sure you guys tune in.
Yeah, and what I'll add here, I was talking with the team, the live team that's been putting this together for really weeks. We want to make sure people are kind of catching up. And we know a lot of people have been at home, but a lot of, it's a little bit different circumstance. So some of you are still in stage one, kind of where we started at the beginning of the year with Team Affinity. Maybe you haven't played the Blue Jays or the Marlins or whoever. So what we're going to do to help you catch up is we're going to add moments, and that's going to help you catch up a little with whatever stage you're in. It's going to count towards your current stage, like a one-time kind of boost. And if you're in stage one, the showdown is going to have an extra voucher, which gives you more progress. We're going to try to get you through stage one, get you up to stage two in those future stars as quick as possible. And then you can start playing stage three, and we're going to find out what kind of players are in stage three. That will be a lot of fun too. So again, we're trying to help speed it up for you if you're a little behind. You want to take a look at the calendar now? Is that a good time? So here's what you're going to see in MLB The Show 20 in a matter of minutes. The schedule, take a look at a top fifth inning program. What I can also say, we have 900 program stars worth of rewards. We're talking packs, fallen packs, bundles, 900 stars, so lots of stuff to play beyond the 300-star bosses. As we go down the list, we talked about future star Dylan Carlson. Stage 3 is coming out on Tuesday with all those reveals really starting tomorrow into Tuesday. We're going to have the new Moonshot Free-for-All, so just bring in your best hitters against common pitchers this time. And Luis, July 3rd, that's next Friday. What are we looking at here?
Home Run Derby players, get ready. So remember last year we had the Pete Alonso, the Vlad Jr., we had that series of cards for the Home Run Derby. Massive pop for these guys. So we're actually going to look at 12 legends and flashbacks for Home Run Derby cards, and we're going to have 2 packs. Get ready for them next week.
July 3rd, July 4th, you'll see those 2 packs and that collection. Wait till you see who's in there. So still a lot to come. I think I saw someone say this may be the best month of content they've seen in Diamond Dynasty. That's kind of the consensus in our studio too, that we've had a lot of fun building it. We can't wait for you guys to play it. So really, this is a push the button stream like we said. One other quick note before we do that. We told you Battle Royale has been free. It's been free to enter since last week. It was supposed to end tomorrow, but we said, let's extend this. We're going to extend it till Tuesday, June 30th. So Battle Royale, free entries until June 30th. That's next Tuesday. And you can keep playing that, practice for the summer circuit, take a look at some of these new bosses and players. So should we push the button now? Is it time?
We're button mashers, aren't we?
All right, guys. Well, from all of us at Sony San Diego Studio, Luis, Ramon, and everyone else, we hope you're doing well. We hope you're staying safe. Enjoy the content, and we'll see you soon.